Okay, hopefully this is working. I think it's working. I'm not sure. Hey guys, this is Dan, making sure that the live stream is going out correctly. I don't know, it just kept shutting down on me. I'm having such weird experiences with the computer today. So this is the monthly forecast for this sign. Hey Vicky, how are you? This is the monthly forecast for the air signs. It's all going to be done in one video. So we're going to start with Libra, move into Aquarius, and then finish with Gemini. I'm doing it this way because we're already at the 4th of the month. Are we at the 4th? Yeah, we're already at the 4th of the month, so I'm late bird. So I am going to try and get these out to you as fast as possible. So I just did the earth signs all in one video, and we're going to do what I'm calling quick and dirty versions of the monthly forecast. These are broad spectrum, so you have to figure out where they best fit in your life, if at all. And you know the drill. Share them with your friends, or watch them on behalf of people you care about. Do whatever you want with them. But they will be sort of the quicker versions of them, just because I need to get these to you guys because I feel bad. So happy Virgo season, everyone. Let's get into the sign of Libra and see what's going on with my Libras. And then right after Libra will be Aquarius and then Gemini, you guys. Okay, so if you're watching from a different, if you're watching for a different air sign, like once this video is no longer live, you can fast forward to the sign that is yours. The other thing that works too really well, because I probably won't put timestamps in here, is just look for when I pull down the cards off the wood block. That is a good signifier that the sign has changed. Hello, lazy psychic tarot reader. Yes, that would be me over here. Okay, so what does Libra need to know? Tell me, Libra, for September. Oh, it's been a month already and it's just started. Okay, so your center, Libra. 2 of Swords. We'll take it. It's air energy. Damn it, we'll take whatever we can get. Let's go to your foundation. 5 of Pentacles. Bam! Oh no, Libra. What's been going on in your past? Let's go to Ace of Pentacles in your spirit space. That was actually very similar to same card, same position for my, what was the second earth sign? Was it Capricorn? No. Maybe it was Capricorn. I can't remember. Anyways, that was in somebody else's position, same card, Ace of Pentacles. Here are your outside influences. We've got the Emperor. Uh-oh, somebody's got a boss or a father that they need to impress. Watch out. And then we've got, and they're a little bit miffed with you, Libra. Oh my God, on the other side, we've got the Empress. Oh my God, so we're being visited by royalty this month, Libra. All right, so let's talk about this really quick. Let's see what I get from this mixture of cards here. And then I will give you your outcome card in a moment. So with that 2 of Swords in the middle, I'm not mad at that at all. 2 of Swords can be sort of like an indecision card, feeling stuck or unable to make a decision. And this being your center, Libra, I'm not so bothered by that. What I feel like is going on here is Swords is air element, which is Librans' natural element. So I like that. 2s can be, to me, about sometimes relationships, dualities, partnerships, that sort of a thing, right? And that being your center. But I kind of feel like I'm getting this idea that, is there something Libra doesn't want to see? Is there something Libra's maybe avoiding, right? I almost feel like this 2 of Swords might be Libra kind of shutting out the options or what's going on around them on purpose. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like everything else around you is actually really beneficial. The Emperor, the Empress on either side are both really astounding outside influences to have for the month of September. And the Ace of Pentacles up in the spirit space is also extremely fruitful. The possibility is kind of exciting for whatever that could be, right? And each one of you might have something percolating different in that card, right? Aces always indicate new opportunities. Pentacles would be that of the earth or money variety, financial stuff, that sort of a thing, right? So, but that being up in the spirit space, it says to me, okay, what does my spirit maybe want to make manifest in the physical plane, right? What do we, what does the Libras want? What's our strongest desire? What's our biggest goal and desire? And I am going to say this too, as I'm saying desire too, I think for a very specific Libra that may watch this at some point in time, this could be a little bit of a weird romance reading. And I don't know why I'm feeling, I mean, I'll tell you why I'm feeling that. But that Emperor Empress thing, those are normally outside influences, but they are definitely very much a power couple as far as cards. And that 2 in the center, that 2 of Swords. So whichever specific Libra I may be speaking to about this, there could be a possibility of some sort of union coming your way, even though there's been rough times. Okay, that's that specific message for that Libra. If any of you are watching this and you feel that is your story, you may want to reach out to me and connect with me, and I might be able to do a reading for you. But to me, I know this is not for the group. So let me get to the group reading first, and then maybe I'll revisit that. 2 of Swords, to me, I feel like this is Libra putting blinders on for some reason. Either you're afraid of success or you're afraid of failure. Whatever that is, there's that idea that if I don't see it, it doesn't exist kind of feeling that I'm getting with that 2 of Swords this month. If I don't look at it, if I don't have to pretend it's there, or if I don't have to interact with it, then it will maybe go away. and I think that some of that stems from this 5 of Pentacles here. This is the setback card, right? This is being left out in the cold card. This is like that card of transition and hard change. But this is in our past, but we've been through maybe a rough patch, Libra, right? And so we might be still in that moment where we want to just kind of recuperate, get our wits back about us, sort of re-steady ourselves and be ready to move forward. And that's sort of this 2 of Swords energy too. It's kind of like, maybe I don't want to deal with the whole world and the responsibilities that come with that. Maybe I don't want everything to be really bigger than life and exciting and take too many risks right now. Maybe I've had too much of a hard go of it recently in say the last year, and I'm just wanting to keep things sort of simple, stay in my lane, deal with myself and maybe my significant other or those that I care about around me, and work on those things and keep things like sort of simple. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case for Libra. The Emperor and the Empress both want to show up and they want to support you, right? Emperor is that beautiful energy of Aries, and Empress is associated with the planet Venus. Also, why this could be a sort of a love reading, right? She also associates Taurus is ruled by Venus. So there's a connection with the Empress to Taurus. But the Emperor and the Empress are card number 3 and 4 of the major arcana, and they are a couple ultimately. When they show up in the reading like this, they are certainly they're flanking you. Like I don't want to swear, but I want to be like, Libra, they're flanking you, bitch. Get it together. They want to help you out. They want to support you, and they want to support you in a very right way. Now, let me explain their energies a little bit. Empress is very much about feminine creativity, connection to nature, nurturing, raising, rearing children, pregnancy. And pregnancy can be about ideas, endeavors. It doesn't have to just be about children, right? It can be about being fraught full of opportunity, right? Fruitfulness, abundance, all of that stuff is what the Empress represents. Now, the Emperor on the other side he's all the greatest aspects of the 4 kings all personified, right? He's about the highest of expectations, meeting his expectations and duly being rewarded. He is a benevolent, loving father in a way, but he's not going to take any what's the word? Like any shortcuts. He's not going to let you cheat. He's not going to let you hide out, which is what I feel like Libra might be trying to do. And so I feel like life might be knocking at your door, Libra, and you may not be wanting to answer right now. The other thing is your spirit has got this Ace of Pentacles in the spirit space. And to me, sometimes people refer to this card as the wedding ring card, right? And that's the reason why I feel like this could potentially be some weird, for one specific Libra, out there. This could be an actual love reading, even though it doesn't really predict to love. But boom, boom, boom. We've got bride, groom, and wedding ring. And then we've got this Two of Swords here, this indecision. And I feel like now this is going more towards that singular Libra that I'm talking about. You have had a rocky past, and this is like a church window even. So it makes me feel like it's the church where the wedding's taking place. But y'all have had a rocky transitory past or a long history, and you're not sure you want to trust it. These cards tell me you can. That's for that singular Libra out there. We'll see what the outcome is. But these cards say to me, like, everything points you in the direction of, I think this is supposed to be, but I'm scared shitless of it because of whatever's gone on in my past. Similar, let's try not to break the pointer, Daniel. Similar in sort of, let's not take this in a love perspective, but we are being lovingly supported by the mother and the father of the universe this month, Libra. And in doing that, or in accepting that that support or that acceptance, that guidance, having those doors be open to us, we have to step through them. And we have every opportunity and desire to want to with this Ace of Pentacles in the spirit space. But is Libra going to be able to trust themselves enough, be brave enough, want to take the risk enough? That's my question to you. Don't let the misgivings or the shortcomings of the past sort of influence your risk-taking this month. I don't even feel like, to be honest, with this Ace of Pentacles, Emperor and Empress, I don't even feel like it's that much of a real risk. It might feel like a risk to you because you don't, it's like, I don't want to go for the gold because I'm afraid I'm not going to get it. But you know what? I really don't feel like there's an opportunity for you to not get it, is my feeling when I look at these cards. It feels like these three cards are on a whole different trajectory and have an understanding of something that Libra can't see because Libra is so stuck in whatever went wrong back whenever. Does that make sense? I hope that makes I hope that makes sense, you guys. All right, let's look at the outcome for my Librans and see where this is all going to end out for you guys. So this is the Knave of Wands. Not a bad card. I like it. The Wands is the complementary suit to Libra, to Libra's air element. Knaves are about learning, about being, optimistic. The Knave of Wands is going to be sort of about, they can bring messages with them. It's going to be about passion, taking action, finally moving forward. Do I think we're going to stay in that Two of Swords all month? No. Do I think that we're going to make the most out of the Empress and the Emperor's energy and that Ace of Pentacles? I don't get that distinct feeling either. I feel like the Knave of Wands is much warmer, much more open to the idea of the excitement of what's out there. But I don't want my Libras, and remember, my outcome cards are never set in stone, right? It just kind of says where things could be heading. But like, I don't know why I want to go with this analogy. Instead of staying in the house all day and working out to get that body beach ready, right? Just put the friggin' bathing suit on and get out there on the beach, Libra. There's something out there for you. That's my feeling. That Knave of Wands feels like, yes, we finally put the bathing suit on, but we might put it on. I don't know why I'm using a bathing suit analogy with you guys. We might only put it on, like, I don't want to say a little too late, but like, it just feels like, I don't want to say this. It feels like we become open to it by month's end, to the awesomeness of the Emperor and the Empress. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Like, go for it now. Get out of your heads. Get out of your worries. Get out of the worries of the past. Stop thinking about what went on or how this didn't work out or whatever it is that you're trapped in or that you're like stuck on. Stop hiding. If you are hiding, you may not be, not all of you may be, but if any of you are hiding, because that Two of Swords does have maybe a quality of hiding to it, get out there and start to look around you, because this Emperor, this Empress, and this Ace of Pentacles want to rock your world, Libra. That's my feeling. And I feel like you're going to let it, like the majority of you with that Knave of Wands, you'll begin to let it by month's end. but it might take you a minute to get over whatever went on in the past or whatever fears you might have. Does that make sense? And so I want you to know that there is like so much available to you this month, so much opportunity, not only around you, but also within you, because that Ace of Pentacles is your spirit card, right? So to me, that's like new opportunities, new ways of seeing the world, new ways of creating our environment, new ways of creating maybe friendships, relationships, jobs, money, all of that sort of stuff is here for you. The Empress and the Emperor want to give that to you. Do not deny them that like gift. Like, I feel like you don't see these cards rolled around very often. So Libra, don't wait until like the month's end and go like, okay, yeah, I guess it has been a good month. I do feel like I'm gonna put my bikini on and get out on the beach. Like, get out on the beach now. Catch that wave. Anyways, I hope that makes sense, you guys. Sorry, these are a bit quick and dirty, but I just sort of feel like there's definitely an opportunity for you now in the present moment this month, if we're not too stuck in the past of what we've just been through. Remember that Five of Pentacles is transitory. Fives are about change. They're transitory. So it doesn't necessarily have to, we don't have to hold on to it or dwell in it so much so that it's holding us back from making the most of the things that are going on around us. And if we open our eyes and really look, because the Two of Swords too, that's another thing about the Two of Swords, is it's always that woman with that blindfold with the two swords crossing her. If we're closed off to it, we may not be able to see the abundance and the richness that is going on and being offered to us. Yes, there is an expectation there with that Emperor. Yes, there is a responsibility and a risk that you have to take when you want to reap the benefits and the goods or the goals that these two powerful major arcana cards want to hand to us. But you know what? It's worth it. Do it. Do it, Libra. Get out there, make it happen. No worries. Complete and utter freedom. Enjoy it. And as I've said, the Knave of Wands is not the like. It is playful. It is exuberant. It is connected to spirit. It is open to learning. It is open to evolving. But I kind of get a feeling that this royal couple here that is on either side of you really wants to bestow on you guys some riches like that. I don't even think you knew were possible. And that's just Ace of Pentacles up here too. It's like deep inside your spirit, there is new doors opening for you. So get with opening those doors. I hope that makes sense, you guys. All right, so that is your Libra message. I am now going to move into my next sign, which is Aquarius. So I hope you guys love that. And there you go. And for the Libra that feels that love reading might be for them, there's something going on there, like soulmatey something that Emperor Empress combination of outside influences. That's not outside influences. That's you and the partner. I feel like when I was looking at that, there's like, I don't know, one specific Libra that's for, and it's like, yes, you're right. Those feelings are true, even though it's maybe not always worked out like easily. Okay. Anyways, let's get off that. All right. So let's go with my lovely Aquarians. You psychotic messes. Just kidding. I have an Aquarius moon, you guys. But you are a little bit crazy, Aquarius, and you know it. You know it, and we love you for it. But you guys, you are the ones you are not the ones. Let's just say that. Aquarians are the ones that, like, there could be a body in the trunk. Okay. What does Aquarius need to know for the month of September? Is there no sound, Vicky? For the Aquariuses, I feel like Aquariuses, Fanny's like, what? Body in the trunk? Gross. Are you an Aquarius moon? I am too, dear. Okay, let's see what's going on with Aquarius for September. All right, Aquarius. So we're doing these. We're going to just lay them out. Boom. We've got the King of Cups in the center. Beautiful card. We've got in the past the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Get it, Aquarius. We've got the Ace of Wands. Lots of aces in the spirit space this month, you guys. I've noticed that. I want to say this is like the third or fourth ace in the spirit space. The aces have differed. Like I've seen 2 Ace of Pentacles, I believe, and 1 Ace of Wands. On the outside influences, we have the 4 of Wands. And we have that 2 of Swords is back. Okay. So let's look at this for the Aquariuses. Give me one moment here. I feel like Aquarius's mood is going to be good this month and not to be messed with. Like, I mean, and what I mean by not to be messed with is like you guys can't be rocked this month. The King of Cups in the center feels like you guys feel keyed in control, emotionally, certainly, because that would be that Cups energy, but feeling like in control and connected, loving, compassionate. You might find yourself feeling, really connected to your relationships, your friends, or it could be a focus on that this month for you guys that feels really rewarding, that feels fulfilling, that is exactly kind of where you want to be. Aquarians, you guys are air signs, and you can be somewhat, you connect to people, but you can also sort of move on and off people rather quickly. It's just sort of how you are. It's what you do. And so to me, this feels a little bit more connected than you normally may be. So you might find yourself sticking around a relationship a little bit longer, investing in friendships a little bit more, connecting to the things that you love or that you're inspired by or that bring you emotional happiness and well-being. And I love that King of Cups in your center. Now, your foundation is the 10 of Pentacles. This is all about sort of things being fruitful in the past, things feeling like they're lining up, things feeling like they're bringing you to this place where you can feel emotionally connected, where you can feel fulfilled and pursue things in a way that kind of connects you at a little bit more deeper level, right? Because everything's sort of square, solid, feeling good, or has been at least, maybe financially, materially within your relationships, understanding who's who in your friendships and relying on that, making that your basis, making that happiness your foundation. So I love this sort of combination here between these two. Then in the Ace of Wands up in the spirit space, to me, it is Wands, which is spirit energy. So this being up in your spirit space is very much in line. Aces, again, new beginnings, revelations, illuminations, spiritual insight, figuring things out, seeing things a little bit more clearly or being a little bit more aware, maybe having a bolt of inspiration as to something new you might want to do, coupled with that King of Cups in the center. Clock your feelings this month, see where things are feeling good or where they're feeling the most sort of bonded, connected, balanced, whole, fulfilling. Pursue that this month. That could open the door to this conversation that I feel like is happening between that Ace of Wands and the King of Cups, where it's like, I feel good, therefore I want this. I go after this, therefore I feel good. Therefore I feel good, therefore I want this. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's like a dialogue, like a cyclical nature that's happening between these two. And while this cyclical nature is happening between these two, it's all off of the basis of this 10 of Pentacles, which is very much about material well-being, but I feel like this is emotional and maybe spiritual well-being being a result of that. Does that make sense? When we have this as the past, it can be potentially driving our emotional feelings and our spiritual sort of awakening, let's say, with that ace, right? Well, I'll call it an awakening card in a weird way, where a new aspect, oh, that's nice. Hakapalugi right in the middle of the reading. Thank you, dear. Where it has you opening up to new ideas or new things that you might feel connected to that will bring you opportunity, well-being in your physical world, okay? Now, the outside influences, we've got the 2 of Swords and we've got the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands to me is a wonderful card. It's about sort of celebration, community, It is that Wands energy that we see up in the Ace of Wands. So I like that. There's that connection there. I feel like it kind of keys in and allows you to maybe connect to things. It also, that King of Cups would do really well with that Four of Wands energy because it is about celebration. And what are you doing? What are you like hopping up a load? Can you stop? I'm live on camera. Thank you. So it is very much, I feel like the King of Cups would utilize that Four of Wands energy beautifully, right? To really understand what he's got going on for him, what how he connects to that, and then like, I don't know, transforming that from a spiritual place in a way to making the most of it. Does that make sense? The Two of Swords on the opposite side. Two of Swords in particular is sometimes a little bit of indecision, like not even a little bit, it is indecision usually as a rule. It tends to be sort of like a no kind of thing. This is the only card that kind of in this reading doesn't quite make sense to me. What I feel like this feels like is it feels restraint to me. It feels, everything else feels so wide open and beautiful. And then this card throws me off because as an outside influence, it feels restrictive in some way. There's some area for Aquarius this month that is not weighing you down, but it is restricting you. It is requiring maybe your attention, and it's not in alignment with everything else that I feel like is going on this half and this through the center and on this side of the reading. You want to come up here and sit with me? Come here. What's the matter, baby? Come on. So to me, I don't know why I'm having this weird, like mental image picture of like for some of you, and maybe I'm way off on this, but if there is an Aquarius out there that has like somebody that's in the hospital that they're taking care of, or something that sort of, it's like you're being responsible to it, you're doing it, but it feels restrictive. It feels heavy. It's not, it's like you're not, what's the word? Like, it's like, it just is the thing. It's like out of duty, you're going to show up, you're going to do it. This is Swords energy, which is in line with your air element. So it's not like against you. It's not a bad thing per se, but it does restrict you in some way. It does keep you kind of tied either to the situation, the relationship, the job, whatever it is. It's kind of maybe the thing that, I don't want to say it needs to go, but it's the thing that kind of doesn't fit anymore in your life. Is the best way to describe this card. And you're gonna figure that out this month is my feeling. And like let's say this, if there is somebody, say there's a specific one of you that is dealing with, say, a loved one that's in the hospital that you're needing to sort of take care of or be responsible for, by all means, Aquarius, do that, right? Because it is the right thing to do. But if the pressure becomes heavy or the responsibility feels restrictive, understand that, you know, at some point it will ease up, or that it will change, hopefully for the better, that you have a lot of wonderful things going on in these other cards, and that doing this is sort of just maybe a requirement that, you know, life needs of you right now, right? So I don't want you to think that this Two of Swords is an awful or horrible card. It's just, it's kind of like, feels like it's an obligation of some sort that, and for some of you, this could be an obligation that you actually see your way free of. Like, and I'm not talking about somebody in a hospital. I'm like talking about maybe this is a relationship or a job that you have, like, you're just like, this isn't for me anymore. I'm done. Bye. And this is the month to really understand that and see that, right? Like, there's no more denying that. Now let's look to the outcome and see what the outcome card is. I will take it. Love it. Hold on. Sorry, I've got the Frenchie on my lap. Ugh. This is the Queen of Swords. Totally air energy. Totally your guys' wheelhouse. She is quick, decisive thinking. For those of you that are dealing with this Two of Swords scenario that feels restrictive, the Queen of Swords is not going to put up with this crap for very long. She's going to cut it loose by month's end. We are going to be free and able to see the darkness in the Two. There's clear skies in the Queen, meaning by the month's end, we've made a clear decision around this and we've moved on to greener pastures, more open ideas, newer thought. We're not giving up that Four of Wands energy, that Ace of Wands energy, or all of the optimism that we see in those first few cards. Does that make sense? We're actually operating from a place where we're able to use our intellect, use our intelligence, use our decision-making skill, and also the Queen, we've got to remember too, she is Cups energy, right? And we see that King of Cups in the center because all queens are representational of cups, and then they're ultimately ruled by their sign. So she is Cups of Swords, right? So she is like your wheelhouse, but with that sort of marriage of the King of Cups underneath it, right? So month's end, everything we've experienced, everything that we felt, all the wonderful things we are able to put to good use in our sort of analytical, truth-telling way, Aquarius, and make them carry us into October in a way that feels powerful, decisive, productive, all of that sort of stuff. So I am happy for you guys. I think that this is a good month for you guys. I think it's a really optimistic month, but just be aware if there's something that does need to be cut away or a determination that does need to take place around something that maybe isn't serving you, that could very well come up this month. Okay? I'm going to set you down because I got a little bit harder again. Go down there. You need a bath. You stink. All right. So thank you, Aquarius, for tuning in. Now let me get into Gemini. Okay, let's see what's going on with my Geminis. Come on, Gemini. You're getting a bath after this because you kind of smell. Yeah. I think when you had your surgery, you might have peed on yourself. I'm not sure, but you smell a little bit like pee-pee. It's kind of gross. Yeah. I know. I'll take you outside and I'll just give you a little bit of scrub down with the hose and the sunshine, and we'll be back. You just smell a little bit like pee-pee. I think you might have peed on yourself at the restaurant. Just the anesthesia. Yeah. Well, let me finish this and then we'll be free and we can hang out the rest of the night, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on with my Geminis for September. Come on, Gemini. All right, so for Gemini Center, we have, get it. We have Justice. We've been seeing this card a lot this month. That is air sign energy. That's Libra right there. So that is some powerful center for my Geminis. In their past, we have the Three of Pentacles. Not mad at that. We'll take it. In the spirit or soul place, a soul card, we have the Seven of Swords. I'm not sure about that one. We'll see. Outside influences, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have that Empress is back. Wow. Okay, and she's in the same position. So my Geminis are going to have a big September too. They have, similar to one of the other signs had three. Capricorn had three majors running through the center line here. Sometimes when they run the center line this way or the center line this way, I just think that also has a little bit more of an impact. Now, with Justice in your center, that's Libran energy. And I think that there's something really important coming true, or some sort of truth, realization, awareness, boundaries. Sometimes justice can represent exactly that, like somebody's winning something in court even. It can be that blatant, right? But there's usually a validation that comes with justice. There's an awareness, a truth that is told, see, I told you so kind of moment, right? But this being in Gemini center, to me, this feels like this is about Gemini believing in themselves enough and not sort of taking any guff from anybody, nobody, right? And rightfully so. Let's just say that. And the reason why I say that is that Seven of Swords up in the spirit space makes me feel a little bit nervous, because to me that feels like a warning from spirit that whatever you've been thinking, like if you've been thinking intuitionally or for a while that maybe something's not right, Gemini, you're probably right with that Seven of Swords up in the spirit space. The Seven of Swords is usually liar, cheater, stealer card, right? It's sort of deceitful. It can be about betrayal. It's somebody not being honest, somebody not being forthright, or somebody being an absolute like thief in a way, right? Now, when I look at that up in your spirit space, to me, that feels like I think that there's some sort of inkling within you, or there has been maybe some sort of inkling within you that something's not above board. Something's not been right. Somebody's not telling you the truth. A situation has not honored you in the way that it should, whatever that may be for you. That justice card is going to rectify that this month. And, you know, Lord knows, whoever or whatever that situation may be that's going to receive that, I feel for them, because to me this feels like a very firm laying down of the law, let's say, Gemini. Like, in other words, I'm not going to put up with that anymore. I'm not going to take that anymore. You can't treat me that way anymore. It's that sort of a thing. And this is felt at a very deep level. This is why this card is up here in the spirit space. The foundation card is the Three of Pentacles. So all of this is ultimately, to me, whatever is going on for you guys this month, whatever, boundary making, whatever truths are coming out, it's all based in this idea of having tried to do the right thing, having tried to be successful, a successful collaborator, or having tried to honor people in a way that's been productive and honest and true all the way up until this point, even though they maybe have not always given you back the same, if that's possible. I feel like this says to me that you have been, always sort of putting your best foot forward, trying to do your best, offering your best to those that are around you to make the best of any given situation. That would be that Three of Pentacles energy. But something is not quite, I don't want to say that it's not right, because I feel fine with my Geminis this month. I feel like this is actually a very empowered month for you guys. But that Seven of Swords up in the spirit space says to me that you may have to look at something that intuitionally you've been feeling or sensing about a situation or a person that is not necessarily maybe where or what you wanted to see. Does that make sense? And this may be the month where the truth comes out. This may be the month where you have to draw the line. This may be the month where you have to say, sorry, we're no longer open for business in regards to that behavior, that relationship, that situation. And we're doing that not only for ourselves, but we're also doing that for, because we have done right by maybe the situation, people, that person, whatever it is that we're sort of realizing is not what we need anymore, is not who we thought they were anymore. Does that make sense? And so we're moving on, and we're moving on in a very clear, concise, empowered way. Now, with the outside influences, we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Empress. Again, both very supportive energies, also major arcana. So these things should be able to, these energies should be able to lift you up and move you in ways like that you maybe would be surprised by, could be very fortuitous, very much synchronistic, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. The Empress is going to be very much about creative ideas, new opportunities, nurturing, that sort of a thing. So keep an eye out for those opportunities. The Wheel, to me, feels more cosmic in the sense that it's going to, there could be situations that present themselves that help to move you into positions where you are intended or meant to be. And I don't know why, but I just feel like that is a very important sentence for you guys. So if you have to rewind the video and play that again, this is that month where the wheel is placing you where you need to be, Gemini, so that you can pick up the fruits and the things that the Empress wants to bestow upon you. You certainly deserve them with justice in the center and with the sort of the forthrightness and the benefit of all that you've been putting in thus like towards from the past, all of that sort of good work, honesty, whatever that Three of Pentacles, however that manifests in your life of trying to bring the best for not only you, but everybody around you. It's about to sort of pay off. There's something though that, you know, we need to like, I want to say shed or let go of. It's not even about a let go. It's like the Justice card. She's like ruling and being like, no more. And that's okay. And so we get to move away from that and towards really good, wonderful things, ideally this month, because that Wheel of Fortune is about, I feel like this one specifically to me, I just hear the word in my head, positioning you. It's about putting you into the position of where you need to be so that you can best be ready for maybe the next chapter, the next phase. It feels more cosmic to me. Yes, the wheel is kind of a cosmic card in general, but this feels very cosmic to me, very much so. So just be prepared for that, my Geminis. Here is your outcome. Outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. Not mad at this, only because she is the essence of water and earth coming together, which, you know, of course, Gemini would say, well, that's mud, but no, she's actually emotionally content and materially content, you know? And so to me, I feel like that's a really beautiful place for Gemini to end out and where you want to be. And you have the richness of sort of, I feel like the mental aspect in that Justice card this month. So that enables you to kind of work your way through this month from a place of truth and clarity that is so important to you, so that you can get about getting to what feels good, what is good. Does that make sense? Like to me, the Queen of Pentacles is all about having everything that we need at our disposal. She's sort of like the Empress Light in a way, but it's like instead of having the universe bestow it upon us, now we're actually creating it for ourselves. Like the Empress shows us the way and starts to give us maybe the blueprint, but the Queen of Pentacles is my Geminis actually building the blueprint or repeating the blueprint over and over again as they produce more of what it is that they want. It feels a little bit more focused on the self than that Three of Pentacles from the past, which has maybe been more collaborative. And that's okay. There's a full acceptance of that. That's that feeling of, you know, if there's somebody that we need to cut away that we've been doing for Gemini, that isn't necessarily doing for us in the same way, and that could be, you know, business, relationships, whatever. It's okay to do that this month and to set ourselves up for future and further success of our own self. There's nothing wrong or selfish about that. Does that make sense? I kind of get that's the feeling with this, between this Three of Pentacles and this Seven of Swords up above you, is it's like maybe you've been putting more into a relationship of some sort than the relationship has been putting into you. And now is the time to really truly see that. I don't get a sense that you're hurt by that by any means. You're actually quite maybe okay with that and very clear on that with that Justice card in the center. And so from there, we get to take the benefit of these two major arcana cards this month, allow ourselves to be positioned for the next sort of phase, chapter, relationship, job, whatever it is that we're looking towards. Let the Empress bring us exactly what we need creatively to make that happen, so that we can then nurture it and give life to it. And then we shift into that Queen of Pentacles position where we know what to do. We know how to do it. We're going to like sort of I don't want to, I guess, I don't know if nurse it into reality is the right way to put it, but I kind of feel like that's the role of the Queen of Pentacles for my Geminis by the month's end. I hope that makes sense, you guys. All right, so that is your air signs. Sorry that they were all blended together, but This is the way we're doing it this month. If you guys absolutely love it this way, we can continue to do it this way, but let me know your thoughts and feelings on it. And I will see you guys tomorrow to do the water signs and then the fire signs. Thank you so much for being patient this month, you guys. And I'm also going to try and get the Patreon content out soon too. I'm so sorry that I'm behind this month. All right, take care and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.